Hey guys, I had a few of you over time ask about pre-emergent and things like that, so I thought I'd run through this with you. I used to use Spectacle G, which is great. It works very, very well. It's granular. I would put it out in the spring and the fall, about 6 months apart, and it kept my weeds to a very minimum. It's a good product, but it's expensive. It's like $125 per bag twice a year. I moved over to Spectacle Flow, same chemical, but as you can see here, it's about 0.20 to 0.25. I just make it easy on myself. I make it 1/4 ounce per gallon. 1/4 ounce per gallon, and each gallon will cover roughly 1,000 square feet of my lawn. I use a Ryobi sprayer. This is a 40 volt, 18 volts, just as good. They both work well. I just happened to get this one on sale. I have 2 of these. I have one that I use for spraying pre-emergence, fertilizers, things like that. Well, pre-emergence, bug spray, fungicide, stuff like that. That's not really like a dark color. And then I have another one that is definitely showing its age, which I'll show you here. Sorry, I have a mess in my garage. But I have this one, which is drying out. But as you can see, I've used it for painting, and so it's more stained. But sorry, doing some repair on a chair that broke. So, but anyway, and God, I've got tires out here. I just got new tires, and I'm going to recycle these old ones onto another vehicle. So a lot of stuff going on here today. So anyway, 1 gallon, 1/4 ounce to a gallon. And so you can think about that. You know, if you have, let's say you got a 6,000 square foot, space, you're going to wind up with about 6 gallons of water. And here you're going to use about 1.5 ounces. And 1.5 ounces of this is fairly cheap when you start really, looking at the size. I think this is a 16 ounce container. And so you start doing the math pretty quickly and see that even though this was like $350 for a bottle of it, it's going to last me many years versus 2 bags of the other is $250. So roughly once I get to a year and a half, I've met or starting to, I'm coming up close to meeting the price of this, and I've only got a year and a half. Whereas at 1/4 ounce a gallon, I'm going to use 1.5 ounces twice a year. That's a lot of years, right, to get that done. So I definitely switched over to this. The only other thing I would, say is you can use anything you want as a sprayer. I use these red T-Jet tips. I used there's just a basic T-Jet red one that's not long like this one. I'll see if I can link it in the video. But I use it for foliar applications, things that need to stay on the blade and sort of, dry into the blade, like a fungicide and stuff like that you want to stay on the blade. And then this one has aeration on it. You can see the little hole here. So it throws out, larger droplets of water, and it's intended to get down to the soil. So I use that for things like this, or liquid aeration, or, things that I want to get down to the soil pretty quickly. So with this, I water about, right when I get done, I put it says about 1/4 inch. I do about, 7 to 10 minutes a zone after I get done. This does a good job of getting it down to the soil. Then the water waters it in. So a very good setup, and the product works great. So just thought I would share this with you, and I hope this helps you guys out. I know a few of you have really asked about this over time, but Spectacle Flow, you can find this online. I think you can get it on Amazon. I got it at Site One locally. I like those guys, so their prices are usually right about the same, and I like hanging out over there every once in a while, talking to them. A bunch of good guys over there, so I always try to support them locally if I can. And then any sprayer you want. Flowzone makes really good sprayers. Petra Tools makes really good sprayers. I'm just, heavily invested already in Ryobi stuff just because I started doing that years ago. So having that ecosystem, I went with this one. And I've had these 2 sprayers for multiple years. I actually picked them up at Direct Tools online on sale. If you watch Direct Tools, every once in a while they'll run them on sale for way cheaper than retail, and that's when I picked them up. I started with one and then saw it on sale again and just decided, let me get one to dedicate to a little cleaner spray. And now I keep one, with the jet on it that'll get it to the soil, and one with the jet that can spray just foliar. And I just mix up stuff and have them both out here, and I go at it. So there you go. Hope that helps you out, and I hope you enjoy it. If you don't use this product, plenty of them are in liquid form, so use something like that. This is just, if you go out and research it, you'll find out this is widely used with professionals, and it's a very, very good product, especially for POA and stuff like that all over the winter. All right, guys, have a great one.